Good morning to all our young students, special dignitaries, and special invited guests. Before starting, I would like to express heartfelt thanks for being part of the launch of the Little Free Library and for the opportunity to share some of my personal experiences and how reading has benefited me. One of the hallmarks of literacy is our ability to read. It is the single most important faculty that allows us to drive our self-development. Reading is everywhere around us, in street signs and newspaper articles. We cannot escape it, and indeed cannot live a fulfilled life without it. It goes beyond just reading the latest popular novel series. Our ability to make informed choices depends just as much on the written word as the spoken one. Through it, we are exposed to new ideas, learn new skills, and appreciate our history. But reading can seem too much of a chore for our students, and they do not see any immediate benefits. Books seem outdated and boring, a relic of yesteryear. Indeed, the digital age offers more interesting alternatives in abundance, such as podcasts and online videos. However, there cannot be any shortcuts to learning or in making decisions. We must foster a love of reading in our children. My personal experience with reading began at age 5 by coming across an old paperback book about dinosaurs. I was unable to decipher the neat black and white lines that told the story of reptilian giants and contented myself with the pictures. But there was much more going on in the book aside from the illustrations. I keenly felt I was missing out. My resolve to read became strong, and no sooner was I able to figure out how to read a handful of words, I dove right into the thick of it. I borrowed books from the school and asked my parents to buy used one at thrift stores. It was difficult at first, since there were many words that I couldn't pronounce, but I persisted and learned each new word one by one. Over time, and as I progressed through primary school, I found myself reading longer and difficult books. My memory and concentration improved, and I was able to read for 2 hours at a stretch. My vocabulary expanded, and I only referred to the dictionary for truly strange or unusual words. Better yet, my writing improved. Reading and writing are intimately connected. To write well, you must first read examples of good writing. But it is through reading that I discovered the boundless talent of our Belizean writers. In primary school, I read a history of Belize, as well as a geography of Belize, mentally reenacting the birth of our country from colony to nation, from prehistoric jungle to civilized land. Sorry. There was also Dr. Calvin Young's Packety Full, which depicted the life and hardships of average Belizeans, while the poems of Dr. Corinth Martyr Lewis inspired pride and love of our country Belize. I clutched with excitement and fear the pages of If the Pin Never Bend and caricatures and characters in Belizean folklore. In high school, I avidly read the short stories of Zoila Ellis and studied Z. Edgel's definitive work, Becca Lamb. During my time at the University of the West Indies in Trinidad and Tobago, I immediately bought Godfrey Smith's George Price, A Life Revealed, as it hit the bookstores. I've read it cover to cover at least twice, reading with wonder about the struggles of the early nationalist movement and the birth of our nation. Aside from the academics, reading has exposed me to the important issues affecting our country, Belize. As citizens, we have no greater duty than to develop our faculties and contribute to the development of our young nation. Reading is the gateway to this goal. I therefore want to encourage all our young students and parents to support and participate in the Little Free Library initiative. Pick up a book today and immerse yourself in the literary world. Thank you.